What's going on, gamers? And today I have another Nazuna piece that I've been working on kind of in the background. I know I haven't been able to upload every single day and I really want to, but the main reason why I haven't been able to do so is actually I've been kind of trying to upgrade of what my art is now. For a long time, my art has mostly been portraits, headshots, and kind of either facing forward or in a 3/4 angle with no tilt up or down, or the body itself. When I do full body, it's mostly facing forward, or if it's on the side, it's very stiff, and I didn't like how stiff my pieces have been. So I've been kind of doing a training arc of sorts by going in, and I've been researching a lot about kind of just the fundamentals. And what I've been really doing is the flour sack method. So I've been kind of learning how to draw bodies with that. If you don't know what that is, you should really check it out, and I can even make a video about what I kind of been up to with that. But I've been making a large grid of like 64 by 64, and there's like 12 of them per page, and just kind of making the sack kind of do different expressions. And it's really amazing how close it is to being that of an actual human and looking like that, and you can actually make expressions through them. So it's kind of been helping me be a little bit more fluent. One thing that I have not been doing is using a center line with my pieces, and that's a lot to do with why my pieces have been looking very rigid and very rough. So this is my first attempt at using a center line, as you can see right here. Is it perfect? No. I'll get better as I go forward, but this is definitely a step in the right direction. It's looking a lot more fluent, a lot more correct. It's not looking so stiff, which is something really bothering me. So I've been doing that. I also been kind of going through, and one thing that I'm really bad at is kind of hands, and not what I mean is like hands. Everyone's terrible with hands. Let's just be honest here. But kind of the whole arm, and what I've been doing with that is I've been drawing cylinders, a lot of cylinders, and very extreme angles. And what this does is allows me to it's really hard for me right now to kind of picture the arm being able to kind of come into the screen or going to the side. This is because I'm very bad at perspective, so I've been practicing my perspective a lot now. And I do that in the mornings, and it's really tough right now, but I'm getting slightly better, and hopefully when I'm kind of not so master it, but get a lot better at it, I'll be able to kind of incorporate that into my drawings and designs. And also, I've been working on cubes, just being able to draw the cubes in different dimensions, different perspectives, and being able to do that almost perfectly. Pixel art is very particular, and it's very rough. You have to kind of be 100%, or you're gonna get jagged edges, and it's gonna look off. So I'm not too concerned. I just want to be able to draw these cubes in a way that looks mostly correct in different perspectives, so that I can be able to take that and translate that into my art. And I think it's going really well. Hence, this is my first attempt, and it's already looking great. So I'm doing that every day, just practicing perspective and being able to transfer things into 3D, because people might think, why are you doing this? Really, the body can be kind of broken up into almost boxes and cylinders, with the legs being your cylinders and your arms being the cylinders, and your torso and your pelvis can be broken up into boxes and then be made for more fluid. So hopefully when I master or get a lot better at being able to draw these boxes in a 3D space, I'll be able to take that and transfer it over to my bodies and make it a lot better and more correct and more fluid. So that's kind of what I've been up to. I'm going to be doing that every day for the next few weeks. I'll probably be doing that for life, but a lot quicker. But right now, I'm really focusing on it. So I may not be able to upload every single day like I have been, but I'll try my best. I work on these pieces at night when I can. I want to be able to upload almost every day. I want to be able to post on my Twitter and do all this stuff and kind of grow an audience and get everyone who kind of likes art to kind of appreciate it. So I'm trying my best, and I'll keep trying my best. But anyways, enough of yapping about that. The piece is coming along quite good right now. One thing I really need to work on is my shading. It's not the best. it's definitely getting better, but I find clothing is really rough. I should probably watch some stuff on it and look into it a little bit more, because since I went from doing these portraits into just full bodies, I never really had a lot of practice with clothing, so it's a challenge for me right now, but hopefully with every piece it gets a little bit better. And also anatomy and like muscle structure, I'm not really, that's like the last thing on my mind, but I'd like to learn it at some point just to have kind of a even more accurate drawing, but we'll see as time goes on. But yeah, I also, like I mentioned before, is I'm working on a head tilt, and making it a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more fluid. So you can see from the head here, it's actually tilted a little bit to the right, and we have the eyes kind of going at a diagonal with the mouth. So it's just makes it look a little bit better. I'm trying to just get out of my comfort zone and trying to kind of do things just a little bit differently. I don't want to leave anything on the table. I need to learn, and I gotta force myself to kind of stop sticking with these bad habits and keep learning. Like I talked about before, I've been doing a lot of outline work. I've been really enjoying it. It really pops out my my pieces a lot, and it looks really awesome. So that's what I've been kind of up to with that lately. Yeah, so I've been working on that, and also the chest piece. The chest. I'm actually, you'll see later on in this video that I actually cut the chest out just a little bit, like the outline at the end, and I think that's looking a lot better. I think I'm gonna stay away from outlining the chest so much when it's in like kind of this state where the breasts are not so much centralized, as in like kind of morphed together and large. But when you have a smaller one like this, like you'll see at the end, I think I did a really good job with kind of getting that. But as you see right here is actually where I decided almost to be like, okay, I'm done. Like this is basically where I want to stop. Like I can just keep learning new things. But honestly, I kind of stepped away at this point. I went to the gym, I went to go do my thing, and I came back with a new perspective. So here's where I come back and I kind of have more life in me and I'm ready. I think when you're doing art like this for a long time, this takes me a few hours to do. So when I'm sitting there for a long time, honestly, pixels start just kind of morphing together. Everything kind of like, I have to ask my friends about like if things look correct, because honestly, if you just stare at something and work on it slowly, you will not notice the change. It is very hard to notice it. So either walk away or have somebody kind of tell you, get a second opinion. Even if you don't necessarily agree with that opinion, it's an opinion nonetheless. And at the end of the day, people who are looking at your art, and if they don't enjoy it, it either could be preference or there could be something actually wrong with your art. You don't know, like something could just be off, and it's great to have the second opinion. I really appreciate the people that tell me. It helps me out a lot. But yeah, here I'm just kind of in the refinement stage. I'm just kind of buffing things out. I'm adding a little bit more shine here and there, just a little bit more darkness in the darker areas. The light's on the left side, so we're trying to keep it shiny on the left and trying to keep it dark on the right. That's really what I'm going for. I'm kind of just fixing up things. Like the eyes need a little bit of work here and there. Maybe the hair needs a little bit more scrubbing left and right. Like who knows? So here's where I kind of say, the left breast is kind of looking a little bit off. Let's make that a little bit bigger because the right one's kind of sagging a little bit, but I didn't get the left one too. And I'm kind of going, you see he's vibrating a lot. That's kind of me going through the outline, and I can't decide if I want it or not. But when I'm doing that, I'm like, oh wait, the breast area looks great, but everything else looks really bad without the outline. So I kind of just take it and I just kind of run with it. I think that's great. So I think I'm going to be starting to do that a lot more from now on. I think that looks friggin' awesome. I got a little lazy with the hands, as you see. I could have drew the whole fingers, but honestly, I didn't really want to. So I just kind of said, this hand is good enough. Like, it's an exaggerated kind of hand. It's a little bit larger. And sometimes just exaggeration is all you really need. You don't really need to worry too much.